Halloween. It is time for makeup. Do you think Richard might have gone to the bathroom and just made it completely disgusting? So, it's kind of like a Halloween prank sort of thing to play on all of us?
I don't. The only thing I'll give you on that one is Richard knew that we were covering it, so he might have just maybe made it a little bit worse, but it was already gross to begin with. And as far as the conspiracy theory that, Richard might have been pranking us, you remember how it's like, I don't get pranked, I prank. I mean, you'd be insane to pull a prank on Howard after the way he reacted then. You'd be fucking insane.
Well, Rasan, one thing Richard isn't putting on is his disregard, really, for any kind of cleanliness when it comes to the bathroom. There could be hair, piss, semen, whatever. Doesn't faze Richard at all. And I don't think that's the way Richard was sort of brought up and has continued to be over the years. I mean, this guy lived in a storage unit by himself for a very long time. He was a touring drummer for a metal band. He is used to living in this type of environment. It just surprises me, being in the suburbs, that he would be continuing this kind of life with a wife and a kid and another kid on the way.
Yeah, I think people just have different standards when it comes to hygiene. There was a guy I used to work with, a little younger than me. He came from a very well-off family in Connecticut, and he always smelled like ass and didn't wash himself properly and clean his clothes like that. So I think people's hygiene standards are just different. And it's unfortunate, especially with the little kid around there. But, we're all dudes, so we've all dribbled a little piss on the toilet seat here and there and left it. Yeah, that's one thing. But I mean, when you have like bugs hovering over your toilet seat, I'm surprised his wife didn't put her foot down and clean it herself, or at least put a gun to the back of his head and stand over him while he cleaned it.
But Rasan, even you're right. There's 3 guys in our house, and so yes, everyone's dribbling a little piss on the toilet. But don't you get to a point where you go, man, that's kind of gross. I'm just gonna take some tissues. I'm gonna clean the rim. And just clean it. So,
because I have standards, right? Because I love myself. My parents told me, hey,
must be nice to just break laws.
When stuff gets nasty, you clean it so that you don't get sick and so that other people don't get sick. Also, we don't want to smell that shit. I love myself too much to have a dirty ass bathroom in my house.
And I'm not gonna break it. We're about
What
to
up?
break into the greatest love.
Richard's wife is pregnant, and I understand. I understand that when you're pregnant, it's difficult, and you can't get around, and you have miserable days, and you feel shitty. That's why we hire cleaning people.
This fucking guy is just cruising all over the place.
The bathroom is just allowed to be a fucking mess. The whole family, foul. What do you have them all? What do you have them all?
What do you disagree with you, Rasan? I disagree with you, Rasan. I think nobody loves themselves more on the show than Richard Christie, and I think his upbringing and the way he in Kansas, as he's explained on his farm, that's the way he is. And I think he's staying true to that. And I don't think it has anything to do with him not caring about being clean.
I wonder if Metro's patrol route's still the same after all these years.
That Richard had to learn over time. So now it's his home. He's just fallen into the habit of, I don't mind. What you think is filth, I'm comfortable with.
And that's one of the things that I don't go for Richard's house. So his bathroom would be as dirty as he wants to. That doesn't mean I'm not going to tell you that's just nasty as fuck.
All the things that Richard's done over the years that he's talked about, being 6 years old, shitting on the lawn, I guess, I'm going to chalk that up to being in a rural area, I guess, and, his teeth and everything like that. I always go back to Richard fucking the paper towel roll in his storage unit, and, he's got a hole in it, and I always thought to myself, he said he used to put it between the couch cushions, right? And I know it's like 12 or 13 inches long, but I'm thinking, how many times does shit dribble down in between the cushions and he didn't do anything about it? I bet it's a whole crusty in there. I don't know, that grossed me out.
He had his whole system. Let's play the clip of Richard giving a tour of his bathroom and how Howard and Robin reacted.
Well, that's kind of fucking ghetto. Just sit out there.
Let me see what he's talking about. What are we going to see first?
All right, first, we're going to see what the light's on first. So here we go.
It's like a haunted house.
Oh!
Really? Get closer
friends playing in the background there. Just listen to Robin's screams, and that tells you pretty much.
Yeah, I seen it. He just fucking right in the middle up here.
This sounded like something you
He's
find
off to
in
the left right there. I don't know if you can
garage
see his
if you haven't
lights.
cleaned it for a while, Gary. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's
Webs and the bug traps and stuff like that.
Ugh.
Richard doesn't care. I think Richard's more disappointed that he can't.
I don't know if you
have
can
the
see him. He's
traditional
over here,
Halloween
like,
that he's had over
right
the past
there.
year.
So
Well, he's gonna have to get over it. He should really spend the entire day cleaning that thing, because when they turned on the black light, there was disgusting shit in places that it was almost impossible to figure out how it would have gotten there. Like, how would you get, like at one point, Richard turns on the black light, and on top of the toilet tank, there's all these spots, and Howard goes, "How do you shit or piss up there?" And Richard just very casually goes, "Oh, that's probably semen."
All right, let's take one more call before we wrap up. Mike, you've got the last word on today's
yeah, sure, dude. I don't know if I can. Oh, there you go. I didn't think I could do that. So yeah, I guess I'm looking for some more mods apparently.
I think you think that's a funny joke, but that's really not true. There's a lot of things that Ralph do that can be construed as gay.
I don't think you could do that from a phone. So
I do wonder though, how crazy would it have been if Ralph said he's straight? I would that have rocked everybody's world?
Listen, man, Ralph could have came out here and been like, I'm straight, and you know what? I would have said bull fucking loney. Whatever.
sweet.
Whatever
Thanks.
Whatever. Ralph is the guy who's going to justify what he's doing however he wants, and that's fine. I have no issue with that. But on this show, we're talking about, are you into women or are you into men? And there's no way that Ralph is going to convince me that he's not into men. Whether he wants to actually sleep with them is a different story. But Ralph is definitely attracted to men. Look at the conversations he had with Chris Wilding. Look at the relationship they have. Look at the way he's describing the judging and when he was judging the penis contest, he was talking about how he likes his penises. This is a man who has attraction to men, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Gary, are you more open-minded than Rasan is?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. If Ralph said he was straight, I would go, okay, that's what you're going with. Good luck.
Exactly.
Wow. I hear a hint of skepticism there. I can't imagine why.
We're good, man. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just cop watching. Be safe. There's one up there. Yeah, dude. I would. Half this shit is actually random.
Welcome everyone.
So.
The segment you're here later today was when Benji actually appeared in Sharknado for the first time and how he did on that TV movie. And I want to remind everyone to check out Howard 101 tapes, Starthology, and more on the SiriusXM app for 2.5 hours each day of additional content just for you. Again, on the SiriusXM app, Howard 100 tapes, Starthology, and more. Rasan, what's kicking off
gotta be up early. Well, there's much going on tonight. My phone was like overheating, so I didn't get a chance to record too much. So right over here is an elementary school. We'll shoot elementary. And literally half a block, not even that, 200 feet from the elementary school is their police station called Fox Valley Metro. So, I mean, these guys were pretty fair back in the day, so I don't know. I know they were racist, though. I remember that much. They were pretty racy. It's a good place to get shit. Whoa, fixed. So, we'll shoot safety center, Fox Valley Metro. So yeah. New school. Oh, it says it's sold out. I was gonna get popped. But yeah, I don't know. One of the cops, they use this as a personal storage too. So, you know. Yeah. Oh, they blocked that off. It used to be a quick outing right there. Yeah, I got thrown into an interrogation cage in here when I was like 15 for something. Yeah, fucking brutally interrogated over nothing. Sunk the street over here. Jeez. Man, memory lane. A lot of memories over here. I blew through this four-way stop on a bicycle. And then I gotta take it back in the day. Back in the day! Neighbors. Man. Used to, actually, that car right there that we just went past, we rode to that in high school. That's Saul Garcia's fucking car. Fucking guy. The bitch never wanted to start and finally redid it all. Seems like a lifetime ago. I was just cruising around and then my phone was off when I was out patrolling around. Static cam for a while and then nothing really is going on really. Following a cop for a little bit, but he got all fucking weird, wigged it out, pulled over, and I wasn't gonna fucking idle all fucking night.
Get me on the phone is to come out of the closet.
You wanted him on the phone with
So Gary gave me you know, does a lot of pre-promotion here at our show. He calls me up and he says, "Hey, you know the lie detector thing." Meanwhile, it turns out the lie detector is right about everything.
I'll get to that later, but it's not.
I mean, did you have a meltdown? I mean, you had a meltdown right after?
I had a meltdown, and I came out to the first person I've ever talked to in my life, which is my boss, Brad Driver, who's also a very close friend. And I called my sister immediately, who I had never told. And I told her what the story was. The reason I was so afraid to come out, not because of people here, not because of the show, not because of the way people would judge me, but because when I was in college, my mother told me.
I had this Chevy S10 with a Corvette rear end with a.
And she said, good, because if you were, I would just know.
So how I got into this was Gary
355 with a 4-barrel.
And he
It's like a regular Chevy 350 poured over to a 355 and was cammed, and I guess it was kind of strokered up a little bit. I think 80 degrees or 90, I don't know. I don't remember. It's forever ago, but I had a small little patch of ice that took out 9 fucking phone calls.
Anyway, so
Never got nailed for that though.
He spoke to Gary.
Thank fucking God.
He came out to Artie.
The whole truck was all like fiberglass, so I took every single panel off. I mean, I had a steel front bumper on it, and I mean, I went boom, 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 boom. There was like one after another. I was like, almost fucking died. Hardcore.
When you came out to Artie.
He was about to leave the building, and I asked him for
There's
a
my
couple
special
minutes.
sauce school bus. Hey,
Oh my God.
hey, special bus. Hey, it's a cool bus. Hey.
I was actually very
Oh.
you know, I'm glad he's at a place where he could do it. I guess, you know, I don't know.
I just didn't want him and I were arguing. And
One of my really good friends passed away on a motorcycle. Someone hit him.
I didn't want to keep doing it, and I'd already decided
Well,
I'm going to be
through high school,
I just wanted to tell him before the
this
break.
back area, we had this whole entire shop back here. It was a little chop shop or hangout or sanctuary and shit.
Person I've ever.
He probably just wanted a blowjob. Don't be fooled by
Morning, Bridge, right?
Fucking sad that it's gone. They had a little sign up there that says Cody's Chop Shop.
badly wanted to hear Mike's story, but this song is
A
confusing.
lot of fucking memories
I
over
actually
here.
really felt for him. I mean, you know, that's hard to do.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I
well, there's some
especially
Cody
with
stuff still
someone,
sitting here apparently.
like
Good old Ron.
less than sensitive. But you know, I just hope everything's okay.
So anyway, what happened for me was Gary called me up and said, "Look, Mike wants to come out on the show." I said, "Okay," and you know me, that's always good radio. So I said, "Look,
Whoa.
but the thing is, Gary told me the story about Mike's mom, right?"
Oh.
And I said to Gary, you know, I think I should speak to Mike because he was not going to come out to his mother. He was going to do it here on the air. And because she said that she would disown him and stuff. And his attitude was, according to Gary, that Mike was feeling, well, you know, his mother doesn't listen to the show anyway, and she won't find out about it. So I said to myself, I'm going to write Mike a note and say, can I call you? Because while I would love him to come out on the air if that's what he's comfortable with, I said, I thought that before
Going to
he
hell,
did
you
that, he
wanna
should come
come?
out to his mother
Right.
and his father on the phone. Or because they live far
Somewhere,
away.
somehow,
Well, they
personally.
live far away. So that's what I was concerned about. So I called up Mike and I said, Mike, let me just give you my thought on this. That while I think it's great,
Totally go to a
I said,
pub right
I don't
now
think
and go get a
it's
beer,
cause
but
stress in your life. And one of the things that Mike,
not after saying that online. God forbid.
because even though she doesn't,
Little
doesn't
fucking
listen to the
poop
show,
nipples
so
will
he
come
says,
after me.
Stop right there. He goes, so it turns out I came out to my mother.
Pookie.
And he
The
had done that
Poco.
already, and which was his biggest fear because his mother said she would disown him. And Mike, tell everyone what happened when you came out to your mother.
Sunday, November 23rd, a date I'll never forget. I made.
God, I wish some more of the other auditors lived up here. Like, you
I
know,
called my mother and
like it'd be
had a
fucking
normal,
cat shit to have like
sweet
Brant up here or
conversation.
some shit or
And
like
then I told
Otto
her
or.
that when I was in school, she said
I mean,
something
I
that was
think I
destroying
could
me
have
for the
probably got
last
Chuck
decade of
Bronson
my
and
life.
AFA up here if I really tried, but
I told her
cost
what
me a
she'd
good
said. She
fucking
just
4
told me.
dimes, you know. I mean,
And she
shit's not
didn't
cheap for
remember
gas
saying
and travel
But-
and shit. And
She said, yeah, I would disown you.
Food.
She said it again.
She said it again. She reiterated it.
It's kind of sad that, you know, AFA had to take his deal, you know,
I
to turn
just
around
started
and
sobbing and crying.
then for like 14 months.
And I was afraid that I was going to lose her forever. That I was the end of it. And I couldn't believe what I was hearing. It was surreal.
Yeah, you hadn't told her that, right?
I told her that, quote, that you disowned me if you were gay.
Right. But she said I would disown you, and you haven't even approached
What she said, is that what you're trying to tell me? And I said yes.
Uh-huh.
Ah.
And there was anger. I think disappointment. And I said I didn't choose.
It's kind
to
of
be
funny.
this-
One of the main reasons I got Kakana
Nobody
pissed
chooses
off
to be
too is
treated like a
I want to say
second-class
O'Kane.
citizen or
Right.
wants to be shunned
I don't
by
know. Well,
their family.
I picked this chick up one
And I
time.
just kept crying and crying.
I think it
and
was
crying.
right over here actually, but yeah, I was railing this cop's fucking wife.
And I was about ready to hang
Yeah,
up
like
the phone.
right.
I told
I
her.
want to say it was this
that
house
this is
right
what
here
you
on the
want.
side, the
And
left
consider
right
this our
here.
last call.
Like I was fucking railing the shit out of this chick
I don't
forever.
want to be like this. I don't
And
want to lose you.
oh,
But if I'm a disappointment to you,
yeah, it
then
was pretty funny.
consider this our last call.
So yeah, I
And
was banging this
I
cop's
waited
fucking
and
wife.
waited.
I mean, like her
I was about to
body
hang up
was
the phone.
fantastic. Her face wasn't
And she
like
said, "I love you."
amazing, but I mean, like, oh my god, dude,
I just
shit,
want to be
shit.
happy.
I got caught up in some kind of cockle fucking bullshit with them. I
No
think,
matter
and
what
then
you say,
and then I had that fucker like targeting me nonstop a couple years ago,
No matter what.
and then
that
it's
means.
just like slowly faded away out. I
She said,
moved
"I
out
love
of
you more
Kakana a
than
little
life
few,
itself." Oh,
so but then you know I
Good
came
woman.
back.
All right, so she came around.
she came around very quickly.
Your father was okay with it.
I told my father had a brother who died of AIDS.
And I'm
years
pretty
ago.
sure I banged
So,
another officer's
I
wife
was never
too.
very concerned about his
Like some kind
reaction.
of random
It's more your
hookup.
mother.
99% sure.
Lose your mother forever.
Right, that's what Mike said to me when we were having our conversation, which was surprising. He said,
he hasn't told his parents yet.
well, he said that his mother might have a problem with it because of what she said, but then he said something that I thought was a good surprise to me, that he thought his father would be compassionate about it. And you probably have two brothers?
Two sisters.
And both of them would be okay.
Both of them were.
So I said, at least you have the numbers and maybe they could work on it if that happened. But, you know, I guess that doesn't have to happen, which is great.
As anyone knows, you were very brave because no one wants to lose their mother, and you know what, you've been living a secret life. And I told you this on the phone, I'll tell it to you on the air. I'm very proud of you, very happy for you, because now you've been living an open,
Has he
authentic
really
life.
been living a secret life, or has he not been living his life?
Yeah, I mean, like, have you been with any guys at all?
My mother's going to hear this show.
Right.
She wants to hear the show, so I'm going to make sure she does. Yeah, I have been in the past with guys. I don't want to get too explicit, or I know how this show can get. But I will tell you about the lie detector. When the guy said, "Are you a virgin?"
Mm-hmm.
I said, "No," and he said, "I was a virgin."
Right.
Completely wrong. So that lie detector doesn't mean shit.
That's true.
Well, didn't the thing also say Ralph is gay?
It did say that, yes.
Does Ralph have one?
No, he has
Is
no.
Ralph? I didn't see Ralph in the hall.
So have you ever been with a woman? Or women just
No.
disgusting?
Maybe that's what he, maybe that's what he meant by losing your virginity.
Yeah, haven't you lied to us and told us you were with women?
I did.
Uh-huh.
So how old were you when you realized, hey, I'm gay?
Sixth grade, so about 11 or 12.
And
That's why I tell you, a lot of religious people, a lot of people that are anti-gay, think, "Oh, you choose to be gay." No, you don't.
right. And so when did you act on it?
Well, when you say act, what do you mean? When
When did you get, when did you start blowing dudes and stuff? Yeah,
When was your first date?
Around college.
around college. So you hadn't acted on it until college.
Right.
So you must have been
Well, I
going
mean,
nuts.
most kids don't act on things during high school,
Right.
straight or gay, but I mean, maybe some
What?
do.
Please.
Sarah Palin's kid, maybe.
That's bullshit, man.
Well, a lot of kids start acting on things in high school. You know, like they're having dates.
I blew a guy in high
You
school.
know, they're going to east,
I let a guy
taking
blow
a
me.
third base. You know.
That was me. Anyway, so you're saying, okay, so you experienced it, but didn't you tell me that even for like the last 10 years you haven't even acted on this
I
because you've just been so
I
ashamed?
haven't been dating actively because I thought, where would any relationship go? If I could never move in with with somebody or have my parents visit and wonder who this. You know, I have a guy roommate.
Right.
But we're friends.
Yeah, your guy roommate has a girlfriend.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So, I mean, they.
I don't know. I'm probably logging off.
Did he
So.
know her again?
No,
Are you in love with him? Or is that what you're saying?
no.
Oh,
My
see you
friend for
guys.
20 years back in Texas didn't know. But my best friend here didn't know.